get rid away with it and go to border. So this is an interesting one for me. I think this does benefit SSG far more just due to how...
Before falling in regulation in the final round of regulation, I should specify, to M80.
SSG, this is a real, it feels must win almost for them, you know, because they played
of their opinions of you. And well, after that early spawn peak, they've now gone back to normal, but we'll still swing some windows and check some doorways looking for early engagements still, and they'll find one. Ashen did most of the damage about 45 seconds ago. He'll do the remainder now and hit him with the drive-by. GN in the chat. Not
likely will be Bees giving them information on one player in the site, trying to find it on the side of Dream, but can't. There's a player right up next to him instead.
J90 down for the count. Ashen looking for more, and now this time staring towards the doorway in the A-bomb set as he's lost Newers on far remove. Now it's Benja coming to the rescue as he and Ashen will double up. This is a great start for Spacestation. Dream, of course, holding that diffuser as what looked to be an office execute will still happen, this time from outside of the building. Silent cut down by Ashen after he opens up some of that wall, and now Dream's position will be given away by an Aaron Guzman mine thrown out by Ashen over towards break room. Over in 90 as Dream makes a ton of noise. Benja prone to his left, Ashen staring through the door frame, and there's no way Dream's going to be able to hit both of these. At best, he walks away with one. He does. On to Benja, and Ashen trades him out with a fork. Raised his ability. Of course, even the best coach can't get the most out of players that are just not able to compete right now. Can sit back. We saw that when they failed on that first pick early in round number 1. SSG decided to take other revenge for him this time. Right now, most of the kills in the hands of Ashen. Benja with the other 2. That's it. 3 zeros across the board on SSG. One of them will break, 2 of them actually, and Ashen will get yet another kill, leaving kill against SSG, and there's still half the round to go. Cloud9 looked like Kobe Lax was going to go down as well. Dream on the board. That's big for him this round. He finds his 2nd kill overall, as now it's Giddy hunted down inside of security. Kobe Lax and Dream no more goo mines, but what remains will still be littered throughout the map. The remaining 4 players from SSG, all quite proficient. They'll go down by 1 now as Dream finds his 2nd kill. J90 hunted down. Ashen dies at the hands of Kobe Lax.
Moment here, I suppose, to discuss things and also discuss what they want to remove. It will be the Ella. I mean, that's been the operator that took a hard commit with Nomad now being brought.
Right, I mean, if Cloud9's calling the timeout, SSG gets to talk to call out as well. And if he says, bring it in, rein it in, be a bit more conservative, why not? J90 with the very first kill. Silent on that Finka dies first. Giddy will join him shortly thereafter as J90 is finally brought to heal. But again, Silence. Well, Benja had a good read on that. Packer looked at him, but you have to be a little bit apprehensive. Instead, the gun will come out from Packer. Dream is dropped by Benja, who's on the run. Fultz gets him in the cross, and Kobe Lax, who'd been brought back from the dead, is all that remains for C9. A single member of Cloud9 being gunned down yet.
Still time. There you go.
Oh, Giddy gets out of the building, but unfortunately, just waiting the standoff that's happening right now. I mean, if you're Cloud9, you have to be patient. Nothing has worked up to this point. Kobe Lax pulling out the sidearm, finding Benja and Ashen immediately. 2 very fast kills. Into the hands of Packer, it will go. Have to watch that drop. Packer will drop. J90's attention is elsewhere. Fultz taking down Dreen, and amidst the smoke, J90 just can't see it. Kobe Lax taking some damage. Fultz vaults over, and Newers is the only one still standing. Finished off by Silent as Newers goes for the rodeo. Diffuser gets planted, and he has to contend with the Blackbeard of Packer. My premonition was correct. Silent gets a single kill. Nade goes out. Newers isolated from his spot, and Packer all 3 of his adrenal surges with well over a minute left into the round. That's not great timing. Kobe Lax collapsing onto Ashen in the follow-up as well. That SMG-12 in his hands really sings 2 2Ks in a row, as now it's the retreat from Newers. Packer breathing down his neck as Newers has no choice but to vacate the premises. Packer finished off by Benja. There's a shotgun in the hands of Benja, who had some poor stats heading in.
Of course, playing on that Dokkaebi, the sidearm proving so valuable for him. And it's not an operator we saw immediately. Do they pair it with the smoke, or do they go for the castle like we saw previously? How about neither? He will be the first one to engage, and you can see he's already hunting for this opening pick.
He's looking for it. Cloud9 have struggled to strike first, but Kobe Lax has put up a 2K in almost every round he's been on the board. He's got 9 kills to his name. That's all he'll get for the time being, as it's Fultz's turn to get a 2K. J90 follows up and clears out Office, leaving Packer sitting inside of small Office, wondering where that gets a big spotlight. J90 tends to get a little bit overshadowed. So let's talk about him. And let's talk about his contributions. This round, they're going to need a little bit more out of him and the other 3 players that are still alive, as Newers is picked off within the first 20 seconds. And C9 finds themselves in a very good spot. Oh my goodness. Silent will collect over towards break room, hoping for a 4th by Office, failing at it.
Gotten aggressive for those opening picks. It was nice moves by Silent. Now they've just decided to sit tight. Smoky arrows being used really early for the push. There's the pick on a Dream.
These numbers narrow very quickly. 40 seconds from that brief standstill, but Packer caught Benja running, and that's just a bit of an issue for SSG. J90 picks up his 2nd, 3rd to be had, but the Nitro sells their options. So much of an investment from Cloud9 has come towards that break area over onto the mezzanine that you have to wait if you're SSG to clear it out. Drone it again. J90 has been phenomenal in this position. He's picked up 5 kills from Office/Fountain in the last 2 rounds. Now, mind you, in the previous round, those 3 kills were not particularly impactful, but J90, who was at a paltry 5-5 at one point, or a 5-4, is now leading the team with 12 kills. Kobe on the board for Cloud9, as that's the very first time C9 has drawn blood. Now Kobe breaking double digits as J90 picks up yet another and buys me a drink at a bar. I will hype up your child on the broadcast as much as humanly possible. Expect to frag well. He alongside Kobe with a little bit of giddy. Those are the 3 players you should expect to be towards the top of the standings on Cloud9. Doesn't always come to pass. Dream is not somebody who should be getting kills either, but he tends to do just that. Kobe on the board, SSG just completely being torn to shreds. Kobe with his 2nd and a 3rd from Kobe as a flawless round. One of the slower rounds that we've seen. And it looks like it'll be a bathroom/backside take in through Workshop. Silent on the roam upstairs, caught out by Ash, and he had his back turned to him. And just like that, SSG has possession of the bomb site. Fultz will get that diffuser to the halfway point, and now it's full as Newers and Ashen on the board. Everybody from SSG getting in on the action. Packer has to turn his attention away as Benja falls right at the moment that Packer would have been sideswiped. Now he retakes from above, but SSG has not given up control of it. Ashen thought he got the flash, but no, he still gets the kill. But onto a target